Hello. Okay. ಇದು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬಟನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಹ್ಮ್ ಹ್ಮ್ 3 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹ್ಮ್ ಹ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಇದು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಒಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಒಂದು 5 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸರಿ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Maybe I will wait for another couple of minutes for others to join in. Okay, so very good afternoon, and let's start with Sri Satyam Technopark with your presentation. So, are they there? Are you there?
Yes, sir, we are here.
Yeah. So, if you can start your presentation, and please switch on your camera, please.
The camera is on, and I'll just share So please let me know if our screen is visible.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Vaishnavi from Sri Satyam Technopark Leader, and today our topic of presentation is 5G. 5G is a fifth generation wireless technology having almost and no limitation for its speed, which has highest speed, better performance than other all generations. Before going to fifth generation in B, let us know about evolution from 1G to 5G. In 1980s, we got 1G, which we provided with the voice calling. In 1990, with 2G, we got along with the voice calling, text messages. In 2000, we got 3G with internet accessibility. In 4G, in 2010, internet of applications. In 2020s, we got fifth generation, which have massive broadband and IoT. In India, before we say why it's 5G is better, let us know how 5G is better than 4G. There are several reasons to say 5G is better than 4G, as it has a significantly faster than 4G and has a more capacity than 4G, higher significantly, very low latency in the unified platforms that more capable than 4G and uses the spectrum better than the 4G. Moving towards the features of the 5G, it has 100 times more devices. If we connect more than many devices at a time, the performance will not be low. It is same to every devices. It has virtually no or very less latency. Speed is up to 10 gigabits and a wide range of applications. More software options to upgrade it. Very high capacity, faster response time. Next, challenges of 5G is are more than 10 times longer battery lifetime for the lower devices, 10 to 100 times more connected devices. If we connect many devices, even though the 5G speed will not be.
One question is there, as you know, there is a lot of IoT devices you have to get connected. So generally, it has been seen that the battery for those mobile devices, right, basically will not be so time you will be having what you are having in 4G. So how you want to equip your mobile phone or the other equipment so that it can sustain longevity? Have you thought on that line?
as increasing 5G technology.
Yeah, because it will consume more basically energy, right? Because
yes, so that's
you
why
will have more IoT devices connected.
That's why IoT technology is also increasing, such that in upgrading phones of our technology, we have longer battery storage.
Maybe you can think of lithium battery or basically improvement on the lithium battery so that you have got more availability of the battery power, right?
Yes.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, it has 1,000 times higher mobile data volume. 5G, 5G in India it is launched. PM Modi launched it on 1st October 2022. About the electromagnetic spectrum will be further explained by my friend Vinod.
Hello, sir. I am Vinod. To understand the power of 5G, first we need to understand what is electromagnetic spectrum and where does our 5G spectrum lie. The electromagnetic spectrum is nothing but the electromagnetic radiation and their respective wavelength, and the wavelength only visible to human eyes is that visible light, which is available between 10 power 14 to 10 power 15 hertz. The spectrum is calculated in hertz or waves per cycle. If I say it is a 10 hertz, it means 10 waves per cycle. If I say 5 hertz, that means 5 hertz per cycle. As human civilization evolves, we have found many applications of spectrums. But as our telecommunications, for texting, for calling, and internet, our range lies between radio waves and microwaves, such that 10 power 16 hertz to 10 power 10 hertz. Or 5G basically lies in between 0.6 or 0.7 hertz to 40 hertz lies. Where in 5G we have three types of bands such as low band, mid band, and high band. Low band is less than 1 gigahertz, which is 700 megahertz, 800 megahertz, 900. For mid band we have 1 gigahertz to 6 gigahertz. For high band we have 24 gigahertz to 40 gigahertz. Where first we need to understand which type of band it is and which band the telecommunication industries bought. If we understand what band they bought, we'll understand behind the purpose of that band. Here, first we consider Geo. Geo bought low band frequency, which is 700 megahertz, which is basically twice faster than 900 megahertz, and it is also most cheaper than 1800 megahertz. And it is the highest second bit which bought by Jio, which is 39,270 crore, and it is the low band frequencies are basically in rural and aerial networks, and it will provide 300 Mbps per second. And second is mid band frequency, which is 1800 megahertz, which is bought by Jio, Airtel, and Vodafone Idea, which is bought by 10,376 crore, and it is more faster than low band frequency. It is approximately provide 1 GB per 1 GB data per second, which is always it will be better in mass areas or one tier city areas, which all these networks will be used. And the third is most fastest, and which is 3,300 to 3,600. No, sorry, 26 gigahertz, which is bought by Jio, Adani, Vodafone Idea, and Airtel. Which is bought by all four, which is bought by 14,709, which provides more than 10 GB per second. It is the most highest speed, so that consumers, it is not for consumers at all. It is only available for industrial purpose. So that Adani bought these two for business purpose.
So can you give me an example of for the industry? What kind of industry purpose this can be used?
Means industrial ports area or manufacturing.
Just think through what are the things usage you can think through for industry.
Both.
Okay.
Automation.
Both automation. The other
Yeah,
all
carry on, carry on. After your presentation, we will have a discussion. Please carry on.
the other all frequencies are brought by other brand, which is totally government bought for rupees 1.5 lakh crore. Thank you. Next call over to Preeti. Preeti will continue.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself Preeti. Let me start with the applications of 5G. So first of all, as we know, the communication is a very powerful tool if we start coordinating with the data. So as we know, the IoT, Internet of Things, which is in our surroundings, many of things, devices are connected with each other, and they start coordinating with each other and start building upon the data with the data they have already collected. So let me take with an example. In today's world, like today, if we meet an accident on the expressway, um, then there's no network, no communication, and if we are alone, there's no way to communicate with anyone. So until and unless someone comes and sees and decides to call for an ambulance, there is a big delay in all this process. And next, even if someone decides to call the hospital, what if the hospital doesn't have any free available ambulance, like, so that hospital again decides to call another hospital until, and that hospital guy they will call the ambulance guy, and he asks for the location, and then that that ambulance will start moving after knowing the location. And until after that, even after all this, when the patient arrives in the hospital, he will also the doctor doesn't have any medical parameter as to what the medical details of the patient, like whether he is allergic to some medical medicine, or whether he is diabetic, or what is the blood group, like basic needs. Then he has to again wait for his relatives to come and tell all this information. And even after all this, there is a big delay, and which can cause the patient's life. And if we take the same scenario in IoT with 5G, then the same exact scenario will work out differently. Like, first of all, after the watch, car, ambulance, hospital, and all the devices that are already connected to the internet. So as soon as the crash happens, the smartwatch in the car will detect the crash, and it will send an alert to the hospital, and the ambulance guy will get the location as to where the patient is, and it will start moving directly to the patient. There's no need to call here and there and to check if the hospital is there is an available hospital or not. It is all work with an algorithm which will detect which is the nearest hospital here with an available ambulance. And then secondly, after the patient arrives in the hospital, the doctor already knows all the information about the patient, whether he is allergic or not. It is all because all the devices which are connected already knows the medical parameters as to what his blood group is, and whether he is allergic to some medicine or not. So he doesn't need to wait for his relatives to come and tell all this. And after that, the doctor will take action, and it can save the patient's lives really soon. And with that, thirdly, the police and the police will get an alert about the accident, and it will along with that it will get another alert to the towing company to come and pick up the car to get it serviced or to repaired. And so this is how all the scenario, without any human intervention, all the scenario is working out, and there is no delay in all this process. Similarly, the best part of this is that it will, if the algorithm understands what exactly is causing these accidents on the road and the highways, the ministry and the police will get the alert about this, and they will start to take the action as to what the issue is, and they will deal with the issue, and it will get solved. The problem will be resolved, and there won't be much accidents in future. This is one of the application of 5G. This is how we can save lives with 5G. And the next one of the application will be told by
Maybe you
my.
can think of how you can use big data, right? Basically, having the patient information. Next is that you can use also predictive analysis based on the if the patient has got similar kind of previous cases, right? Then the doctor can take faster basically action and give the certain kind of medicine. Whether the patient is allergic to certain kind of medicine or not, those all the records you can also check. Just think through on that line also. Thank you. Please continue.
Thank you, sir.
So hi sir, this is Neha here. So the second application of 5G that we can use is like an IoT using the gaming cloud gaming. So before getting into deep about cloud gaming, let us understand how we can use it. So we know very well that in 4G technologies we had latency, or maybe you can say a response delay of 100 milliseconds. But with the 5G coming in, we have a response delay of 1 milliseconds. But how come this makes a difference? So, for understanding this, we can take an example of gaming technology. Let's say traditionally, if we want to play any game, approximately 5 years back, so we had to we either had to have a Xbox or PlayStation, which would approximately cost us 30,000 to 40,000. So, other than that, if we also we could also have systems like we could also have a laptop or desktop that would otherwise cost us 60,000 to 75. So this was not basically this was not too much affordable for everyone to opt for and play games. So this is why what happened, the target audience was limited. On top of that, the games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, so these are the giant games which actually require high-end high-end which could process the complex data and graphics. So and in 4G this was not actually possible because we had a latency of 100 milliseconds. So the people were not actually able to play games properly. Now what happened is, let's say if I want to play a game, I want to shoot a person in a game. So what happens? I'll be shooting the person, but but due to the latency, the action won't be performed immediately. So let's understand this with the help of let's understand this with the help of a live game where where 100 players are reacting to a single move that is made by the opponent. So let's assume if there is a lag or there is a delay, due to which what happens, the entire gaming experience is ruined. So this is why gaming in 4G is not much compatible. So now with 5G coming in, we can say it is much compatible as we'll be having cloud gaming technology coming in the next few years, maybe in 2 years or 3 years. How we can understand this with the help of an example of Netflix. Let's say 5 years back, if you want to watch a movie, so what happens? Like either we had to download the movie from torrent, or we had to buy the CD for it, or maybe we had to rent it or buy it from individual services like YouTube. Now, from this, we firstly have to aim a asset that is a movie. Secondly, we had to have the storage device compatible with the movie. Let's say if the movie is 720 pixels, if the movie is 720 pixels, now what happens is, if the movie is 720 pixels, then we need to have a storage of 720 MB. And if the movie is 180 180 size is the movie size, then what happens is, then we need the storage of 1 GB. Now, in traditionally, we need to have three things. First of all, we need to have an asset that is a movie. Secondly, we need to have a storage device also. Secondly, we need to have the thirdly, we need to have the compatible device where we could play the movie. Now, with the Netflix coming in, we just need to have a device with a space. We need to have a subscription of Netflix where we don't need any one space, only the application space is required. Secondly, the movies will be played from the Netflix server, which in turn has a servers located in UK, Brazil, and Europe. So in the end, so we can say that we don't need to have a we don't need to have a proper compatible device, only a display device is required, and everything will be taken care on the internet itself with the higher bandwidth and low latency. The same concept can be applied on gaming as well, where we'll be having cloud gaming. We just need to have a subscription of a game streaming service, and the games whatever that we want to play will be hosted on the game streaming server, where the server will act as a processing unit, and whatever game we want to play can be played. The action we can explain it as, let's say if I want to perform action, I want to perform a shooting action. So my action will be taken from the device, and it will be recorded as an input, and the input will then be moved to the server through the internet, and from the server the action will be then the response of the action will then be portrayed from the server, and it will then be recorded as a video, and it will be displayed on the device without zero delay. So sorry, with zero delay, my bad. So we can say, like, with the cloud gaming coming in, the gaming experience will be much smoother, much easier, very user friendly, and the scope of the gaming industry would also increase. The same concept can be applied on the IT industry as well, where if you see currently the MNCs and the IT companies are actually providing their employees with higher compatible systems, such as laptops and desktops, which cost approximately 80,000 to 1 lakhs or maybe more. But with the 5G coming in, the companies will only need to provide their employees with a good display system, and rest whatever action they want to perform can be performed on the server itself. We can understand with this, with the help of a remote server or maybe VDI that we currently use, because see what happens, whatever actions or whatever applications or things that we want to perform is actually performed on the system, on the server. It's just that we need a good system, a good display device system to access the server. That's it. So this is how 5G can help us in cloud gaming and cloud computing. Thank you so much, sir. This was it from Sri Satyam Technopark. Any questions?
Yeah, thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the good presentation. So, just think through what are the industry usage, right? For example, you have a video conferencing, right? So where basically you want to present to your customers or among your colleagues. So those are in high demand. So you don't need to fly into other places, or you want to have the AR, VR, right? So those are the industry experience, right? With 5G, that what Adani is basically trying to do. They're not trying to come with the retail. So those are some of the cases where basically industry related 5G activities will be there. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you for the presentation. So now I move on to the next team. That is Ramesh is there? Hi, Ramesh. Hello, Ramesh. Are you there?
Sir, he has not joined, sir.
Okay, no problem. So let me see. Let's go to the SSC Haveri. I think you got two teams, and which team want to go first?
Answer. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Please continue.
Audible, sir?
Tell your name and which team is going first, right? And your team members, and then please start.
Yes, sir. This is team 1, sir. Myself, Harsha Priya. Audible, sir?
Yeah, good afternoon. Please continue.
Yes, sir. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Yes, sir. So 5G, sir. So this is the 5th generation mobile network, sir. So it is as it is a global wireless standard after 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G networks. So the 5G enables a new kind of network that is designed to connect virtually with everyone and everything together, including machines, objects, devices, and all. So 5G wireless technology, it is meant to deliver the higher multi-Gbps, that is gigabytes per second, peak data speeds, and it has ultra lower latency. It has more reliability, massive network capacity, and then increased availability and more uniform user experience to more users. So it has higher performance and improved efficiency. It empower the new experiences, and it connects to the new industries. So we are at the heart of the 3rd generation partnership project, that is 3GPP. So the industry organization that defines the global specification to the 5G technologies will help them to improve them. So the 3GPP, it is driving many essential inventions across all the aspects of 5G designs, from air interference to the service layer. So in the next slide, we have one video, sir.
Wireless freedom, smaller size, faster speeds, a smarter world. The next advancement is here, 5G. So, what's 5G exactly? 5G technology is 200 times faster than 4G, allowing for massive amounts of data to be transferred instantly. So how does this amazing technology work? 5G uses ultra-high broadcast frequencies to transfer huge amounts of data fast. Even though its broadcast range is limited, we overcame this problem using our proprietary beamforming technology. Through MU-MIMO technology, which allows continuous data streaming across multiple devices, and masterful multi-cell handover processing to ensure solid gigabyte connections, even while on the go, the wonderful world of 5G is closer than you think. How will Samsung's 5G change the way we do things? Want to take a closer peek? Front row seats to rock concerts at home. No more frustrating video conferences, because it'll feel like they're in the room with you from so far away. And naturally curious children, the ones that get bored easily, whole new worlds will now unfold before them. Swamped with work? For once, wouldn't it be nice to have the car drive itself? Robotic precision will be up to par with that of human hands, making for a safer and easier work environment. Our smart lifestyles will be freer than before and more convenient than before. What do you think? Worth waiting for, right? The world of your imaginations made true with 5G. With Samsung by your side.
Yes, sir. That was all about the 5G, its features, how it is going to help in the real life world, sir. So next, coming to the evolution of technologies from 1G to 5G. So in the first generation, the 1G delivered the analog voice. And coming to the next second generation, it introduced the digital voice, that is CDMA, the code division multiple access. And next, coming to the 3G, it brought the mobile data. And coming to the 4G, it urged in the era of mobile broadband. So now we have 5G. It is a unified and more capable air interface, and it has been designed with extended capacity to enable the next generation user experience. And it empowers the new deployment models, and it delivers the new services. And with the high speed and superior reliability and negligible latency, it will expand the mobile ecosystem into a new realms, and it will impact every industry, making safer transportation, remote healthcare, precision agriculture, and digitized logistics, and many more in the reality. Next slides will be continued by Bindu.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon,
Let
sir.
Good afternoon.
This is Bindu. Now let us see how and when will 5G affect the global economy, sir. But before going into depth, let us see where is 5G being used. Sir, 5G is used in three main types of connected services, including enhanced mobile broadband, mission critical communications, and massive IoT. Coming to enhanced mobile broadband, in addition to making our smartphones better, 5G mobile technology can assure in new immersive experiences such as VR and AR with faster rate. And next one is mission critical communications. 5G can enable new services that can transform industries with ultra reliable, available, low latency links like remote control of critical infrastructures, vehicles, and medical procedures. And last one is massive IoT. Massive connect a massive number of embedded sensors in virtually everything through the ability to scale down in data rates, power, and mobility. Next, coming to the how 5G is driving global growth. First one, $31.1 trillion of global economic output and 28.8 million new jobs are created, sir. And 265 B global 5G capex and R&D annually over the next 15 years. Through a landmark 5G economy, we found that 5G economy economic effect will likely be realized across the globe by 2035, supporting a wide range of industries and potentially enabling up to 31 trillion worth of goods and services. So this impact is much greater than the previous network generations. The development requirements of the new 5G network are also expanding beyond the traditional mobile networking players to industries such as automotive industry. And the study also revealed that 5G value chain, including OEMs, operators, content creators, app developers, and consumers, could alone support up to 28.8 million jobs, or more than one job for every person in Beijing and China. And there are many emerging and new applications that will still be defined in the future. Next slides will be continued by Chaitras.
Hello, sir. This is Chaitra from SSC Haveri. Now let us we move on to the 5G work. But before going to the working of 5G, let us know 5G available now. As we can see the 5G available now, the global operators have started launching new 5G networks early 2019, and many major phone manufacturers are commercializing 5G phones to the industry, and soon commercializing and soon may people will be able to access 5G. Now 5G has been deployed in 60 plus countries and counting, and we can see much more adoption and faster rollout of 5G compared to 4G. Consumers are very excited about high speed and low latency. It's hard to predict that everyone will get access to 5G, as we are seeing great momentum of 5G launches in the very first year, and they accept more countries to launch 5G network in upcoming years. Next move on to the 5G work. Like 4G LTE, 5G is also OFDM based division and will operate based on the same mobile network principle. However, the new 5G NR air interface will further enhance OFDM to deliver a much higher degree of flexibility and scalability. 5G will not only deliver faster, better mobile broadband services compared to 4G LTE, but it also explained into new services areas such as mission critical communication and connecting the massive IoT. This is enhanced by many new 5G NR air interface design techniques such as new self-contained TDD subframe design. Next slide is explained by Harshapriya sir.
Next, moving on with how do businesses use 5G. First, before going depth into that, we will see why, when will 5G be available to many users. So as 5G phones are already available at the affordable prices, in fact, it is now offered across all the tiers of the current portfolio of Qualcomm Snapdragon mobile platforms from 8 to 4 series. So this makes 5G accessible to more than 3.5 billion smartphone users globally. So next, how they use in business. With high data speeds and superior network reliability, 5G will have the tremendous impact on the business. So the benefits of 5G will enhance the efficiency of the businesses, while it will also give user the faster access and also to get the more information. So depending on the industry, some businesses can make full use of 5G capabilities, especially those who need high speed, low latency, and network capacity that 5G is designed to provide. So for example, in smart factories, they could use 5G to run industrial Ethernet to help them increase the operational productivity and precision. This was all about it. Thank you, sir. So am I audible, sir?
Hello, Harinaxi ma'am. This is Afreen, L2 of SSC Haveri. I guess Sabyasachi sir is not in the session.
Yeah, Sabyasachi sir was disconnected. Maybe because of network issue, I guess.
Sorry,
It's
ma'am.
connecting now.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I'm there in the session. In fact, there was some problem for me. That's why I was able to hear you. So thank you for your presentation.
Okay, sir. We have one more team, sir.
Yeah, I'm into. So now I want to see basically Afrin. Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah. So let me switch on my camera. Some problem I'm facing today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe you can switch on your camera. Yeah, I just wanted to know from you. So regarding the 5G, what is your thought process? What is the in future that is going to you think how India will be impacted? As you know, already Jio also has launched 5G, and Airtel has also launched, right? And already Adani has already got, but that will be for industry purpose.
Yes, sir.
Right? And Vodafone is going to start shortly. So what is your thought process on how this is going to impact the next generation?
Yeah. Actually, sir, nowadays we can see, yeah, we are already developed with the 4G and 5G is yet to come, but still we are facing some kind of challenges in, like example, like video conferencing, sir. Just we have got faced the problem of suddenly getting disconnected. So even though we have developed with so kind of 5G or 6G networks, we are facing this kind of challenges. So from my side, that if we still over to like 6Gs and so on, this kind of challenges can be vanished.
Yeah. So just for example, I had to basically log in from two systems because I got some connectivity problems, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So this is one of the example. If it is a 5G, then the latency will be very, very less.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So I move on to the next team.
Sure, sir.
Of SSC Haveri.
Yes, sir. They are here.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please continue.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Sahana. We are giving the presentation on 5G technology. These are the contents which are going to be discussed in the further slides. So, introduction to 5G. What is 5G? 5G technology stands for the fifth generation mobile technology. 5G denotes the next major phase of the 4G standard, and also this technology is offering the service in product engineering, documentation, supporting electronic transaction, etc. The main goal of the 5G based on the telecommunication network would ideally answer the challenges that 4G model would present once it has entered widespread use. And 5G technology offer higher resolution for crazy cell phone users, and also it support virtual private networks. So the next part will be continued by Pooja.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Pooja Chikmat. Now we are discuss evolution from 1G to 5G, sir. A new revolution of 5G technology is about to begin because of 5G technology going to give tough competition to normal computers and laptops whose marketable value will be affected. There are lots of improvements from 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G, now 5G in the world of telecommunications. The new coming 5G technology is available in the market and much reliability in that expressive technologies. First, 1G is speed in kilobyte per second 2.4, sir, analog wise. As a technology, analog is a process of taking audio and video signals and translating it into electronics pulses. Digital, on the other hand, is breaking the signals into binary format where the audios or video data is represented by the series of ones and zeros, sir. Next, 2G is 64 kilobyte per second, sir. Example, digital voice plus and simple data, sir. Digital audio is a representation of sound recording in or converted into digital form. In a digital audio, the sound wave of the audio signals is typically encoded as numerical samples in the continuous sequence. Then 3G speed 2000 kilobytes per second. What is mobile broadband? The high-speed internet access via mobile network is called mobile broadband, and it connects to a mobile network and transmits the data through 3G, 4G services. Then 4G 1 lakh kilobyte per second, sir. Your connection speeds the best way to improve and is the directional outdoor antenna either connected to a signal boosters and directly to the 5G hotspots. And nowadays 5G applications in the real world, sir. The 5G technology stands fifth generation mobile technology, sir. High capacity and ultra low latencies, and 5G will give artificial intelligence and IoT applications a major boost and across the range of industries and use cases. 5G technology and is cell phones within very high bandwidth. User never experienced ever before such a high value technology, sir. Nowadays, mobile users have a much awareness of the cell phones technology. Then the 5G technologies includes all types of advanced features which makes a 5G mobile technology most powerful in the huge demand of near future. Next, features of 5G technology: 100 times more devices, virtually latency, speed up and wide ranges, then more software options and to upgrade, very high capacity, faster response time. The 5G technology offer high resolution for crazy cell phones users and by directional large bandwidth shaping. The advanced building interfaces to 5G technologies makes it more attractive and effective, and also providing subscribers and supervision tools for fast actions. The high quality services of 5G technology based on quality and avoid errors, and it providing a large broadcasting of data in gigabyte, and which supporting almost 65,000 connections, and also offer transporter class gateway with unparalleled consistency. Sir. Next, continue with Sana.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Myself,
afternoon. Yeah, please go.
applications of 5G. 5G technology will power a wide range of future industries from retail to education, transportation to entertainment, and smart home to healthcare. It will make a mobile more essential than it is today. First one is high-speed mobile network. It is the equivalent to fiber optic internet connected access wirelessly compared to the conventional mobile transmission technology. Wise and high-speed data can be simultaneously transferred efficiently in 5G. Second one is Internet of Things connecting everything. 5G is the most efficient candidate for the Internet of Things due to flexibility, unused spectrum availability, and low-cost solution for the deployment. IoT can benefit from 5G network in many areas like smart home, smart home applications and products are catching up in the market today. The smart home concept will utilize 5G network for device connectivity and monitoring of applications. Next one, move on to the autonomous driving. Self-driving cars are not verified from reality with the uses of 5G wireless network. High performance wireless network connectivity with low latency is significant for autonomous driving. In the future, cars can communicate with smart traffic sign, surrounding object and other vehicles on the road. Last one is the healthcare of missions critical applications. The healthcare industry has integrated all the operations with the uses of powerful network. 5G will power the healthcare industry with the smartphone medical devices. The Internet of the Medical Things, smartphone analytic, high definitions medical imaging technology. This is all about this, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So I was looking forward for some of the direction that you think 5G will be there in the future. But in fact, it was a good presentation, but it was more of generic, right? So if you could provide like the other, some of the presenters has presented, where they have provided more details on what are the areas they're looking forward in the future, right? So those kind of a presentation we'll really appreciate. Okay. Next, I will say, right, as you can see, the 5G will be the future and huge investment is coming up. So there will be basically a lot of PLI. Government is providing incentive for the semiconductor industry. Similarly, if you see with this telecom operators coming with the 5G, there will be a kind of a industrial revolution that will be happening, and India will going to play a major role. And already there is China Plus One that is getting discussed for the manufacturing also, where a lot of manufacturing will be in the future will be shifted to India. And if you see the geopolitics of today with this Ukraine war that is happening, right? So what is happening? There will be a big recession that is going to come up in the Europe. Already, if you see the prices of the crude oil has gone up very, very high. And the industry sector in the Europe is already facing a lot of issues. Now, some of the energy where the companies which take a lot of energy, right? So they are already started shifting from Europe. So that means there is going to be a lot of scope for India also to play in that area. Now, if you have the connectivity, good connectivity, right? of internet speed, then that will really help. And I think all the students, you are into the future generation, and that where I think there will be a lot of, I can see opportunity that is coming up, right? So I want to keep this session quite short, because I know you are coming with the Diwali holidays, right? So I will wish all of you happy Deepavali.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Happy Deepavali.
So happy Deepavali to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you, sir. Wish you the same, sir. Thank you, sir.
And thank you for the wonderful presentation all of you have done. So I'm really impressed that I'm seeing a lot of improvement that are coming from all of you. So if you remember initial days of presentation, and now you can see the presentation, you can see there is so much of improvement that is happening, right? So I'm very, very happy, and please work hard. Some of you, I think, maybe just try to practice. It's nothing rocket science. When you're presenting, just be confident. That's all, right? And I know all of you will, I wish all of you a fantastic and great future for all of you, right? So be confident. Okay, and wish you all happy Deepavali again. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Happy Diwali, sir.